Pickens Stadium. It's the BYU Cougars and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And out onto the field comes JoJo Phillips. They'll be looking to him, and he'll probably be keeping an eye on the other side in this great matchup of wideouts.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country, two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors, they know the system, they have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
To throw, it's Mockmeyer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. On the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Cowboys offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll give it to him again. Sees an alley. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Left side is Young. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. Trying to find the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he motors into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. From the gun, it's Johnson. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Got his man.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
First down, 10 yards to go. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way.
Caught, and he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Rashad Downs going up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Out wide right, it's Moore. There he goes. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Hawkins. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down to the air. Makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They march 72 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sets his feet. It's Buckmeyer. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Rush is on, trying to get away. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you...
He's loose. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, BYU!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide left, it's Barney. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Fake and wants to throw. Fires immediately. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They were all over it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Left side is Young. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Hawkins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
It's complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Hawkins. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Out wide right, it's Phillips. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll give it to Johnson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Lyons. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. BYU right back to the line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Makes the grab. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw one first. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Look out! Chucked it away just as he was hit.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Cowboys sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Barney. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Snags it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious.
Makes the grab in their space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. The ride. He's got the 1st down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 1st downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the tight end outside. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. The Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Hawkins. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
2nd down to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul.
Set to advance on the football.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Got him quickly. Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
The handoff to Johnson. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Barney. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Turns up, it's Hawkins. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Cowboys are flying down the field. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
The play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Out wide left, it's Barnes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Berry. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Taken down right away. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Cowboys sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. They put the brakes on him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run him again. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. Got some green grass. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Changing the routes with his receiver. Looking to throw at Sperry. Lets it go. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Complete in the middle. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. With the win today, they're